Yo, welcome, wonderful people. I greet you all today to this special edition of our program. Yeah, it's a continuation of our previous broadcast whereby we highlighted the issue going on in Nigeria. So, since it's a continuation of our previous broadcast, the title still remains the same, or perhaps the topic still remains the same. The topic is Kenyan protest versus disillusioned Biafra agitators. Now, and by extension, the entire Nigerian geographical space. Okay, so let's go. So now, I saw recently that Nigeria is ranked alongside Somalia as the worst place to be when it comes to food sufficiency. That Nigeria is a hunger nation, and I keep wondering. I keep saying to myself, what type of jinx or spell upon Nigeria and Nigerians that makes them act the way they act, behave the way they behave? Is it that what's going on has not woken them up from their slumber, or what? The situation has gone beyond the Rubicon of sanity. Yet, these people are just there. They don't even give a damn about the precarious situation they find themselves in. It's a shame, a very, very terrible shame. I won't lie to you about that. A couple of years ago, it's not even then. It's still in our lifetime. 8,000 naira, 1,000 naira was worth 16,000 safer. 16,000 safer. Then we complained that the value dropped because it was well over 20,000 safer. So the last I ever heard about the naira value to the safer was, or perhaps I ever experienced was 8,000 naira going for 14,000 safer. That was the last time. 14 or 12,000 safer. Yeah, that was the last time I had something to do with that. Then we used to feel, with just 1,000 naira, you cross the border, you go there, you have some good time, you come back home again, I think that was the last before we decided to venture beyond the shores of Africa. Then today, suddenly, I heard that 1,000 naira is 400 safer. 4 crazy 100 safer. Naira has lost its value. In fact, naira is dead. So, when we talk about the things going on in Nigeria, you get the same oppressed people that are suffering, rising up to challenge you for trying to let them know that they are in pain. They go after you, they vilify you, they call you all manners of names. They are blessed with vulgar in that country called Nigeria. Then at the end of the nonsensical attitude they display, they still turn around to beg you, oh, please help us, oh, my brother. Please help us, oh, my sister. Hungry, did the land, oh, hungry. Hey, now God will help us, oh. Hey, now God will save us. Truly, God will help them, God will save them. Yes, they go to churches. Of course, they go to churches and they believe in that thing they call God. There was an opportunity that came up during the NSAS protest, and we felt that, yeah, the people have woken up. There will be a change. Just as monkeys, they saw banana, they reneged. They changed their focus. They went after food. They went after food. Such a peaceful protest had the Nigerian youth gruesomely executed. And the only thing they can do is just sit back and relax and forget about it and say, oh, it's the PVC, it's election. We said to them, boycott the election, let it end. Then the world will rise up and say, what is going on in Nigeria? The useless Nigerian youth, the useless Nigerian citizens, they refused. It's a shame. Nigeria doesn't need help, to be honest, for a lot of reasons. More especially the witchcraft that is in Nigeria is so thick. So, if this hardship will persist longer, even the witches will cry in their coven, because the eyes of everyone will become red. There will be no blood or meat for the witches to eat, because everybody will want to safeguard their own blood and their flesh, so that the witches will not have anything. Then I believe a general protest will happen that will bring about a change in the land. So let's look at Kenya. Their president wanted to go and see Biden. He bought a private jet because he had to go and see Biden. He went to see Putin with that private jet that he bought. Now he wanted to go and see Biden. He had to go and hire another private jet that ran into millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. So the citizens got angry. They are Gen Zs. The Gen Zs, the ones they call Indomie generation in Nigeria, they rose up. They said enough is enough. Kenya is heating up. Kenya is boiling as we speak. The youth say they are not backing down, that the president must go. They took over their Senate House. They burnt down the plane, burnt down the nonsense. They said enough is enough. It finally caught the world's attention, It caught the world's attention. So, a man like Putin said he is on the side of the Kenyan people. What happened to the useless things called Nigerians? When you talk, you see some idiots who jump out and say, I am an engineer, I'm educated, I'm a doctor. Do you know who I am? Who are you? You are nothing but a fool for being a Nigerian. You are nothing but an animal. Oh, when you hear this message, you get offended. Oh, he is insulting us. We won't listen to him. Don't listen to me. You are an animal and you don't deserve to be alive. Do you think I will come here to massage your ego and tell you that it's going to be well, like your useless pastors like Adeboye and Kumuyi, those useless demonic men? Do you think I'm going to be like that? If Kumuyi can come out some years ago and tell you animals called Nigerians, that God, his Luciferian God, put Buhari there as the president of the country, that you people should obey him, then today, they said Kumuyi have relocated to London to go and retire in London. He didn't go to his village to retire. He didn't stay in Nigeria, where God spoke to him about. What's the name of the thief that's a professor? Adeboye. Every time, open heaven, open heaven. But I want to remind Adeboye through this broadcast. The scripture says that those that enters the kingdom of God through the window shall be thrown out. So if he's talking about open heaven, windows of heaven, maybe he's hoping that someday he will get into heaven through the windows. But I have a news for him. the scripture says he will be thrown out. Today, Adeboye have relocated to US. So the open heaven doesn't extend to Nigeria anymore. Useless things called Nigerians. Look at Kenya. Look at what is going on in Kenya. They said no. Enough is enough. And they stood firm. Nigeria will say no. God will help us. What could they push out? What could they manage? Do you remember? I want to refresh you people's memory, you people's dead memory. I want to refresh it right now. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, he said that you people should start making plans to relocate to Somalia, that Somalia will be better than Nigeria. By the time he finished dealing with Nigeria, that Somalia will be better. That you people will look for food you will not see. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not say that? He said it. But you people made a mockery of him. Both the Nigerian youth and the useless animals called the Igbos that sold him out, the DOS, the disillusioned Biafra agitators, the disgruntled elemental rascals agitating for Biafra today, these animals, they sold him out because they were hoping for the election, presidential bid. We can make Nigeria great again. Animals, copycats. You copy only audio copying. You don't copy in realistic terms. You heard Donald Trump say, make America great again. Next thing, Nigeria jumped at, make Nigeria great again. Was Nigeria ever great? Was Nigeria ever great? Stupid things. I believe that once a president, because I'm going straight down to the reason of this broadcast. The reason of this broadcast, like I said before, I decided to use this topic and make it a part 2 for this program. You know, if a president retires or goes out of office, his tenure is over, he's gone, you still keep hearing about the president. What's his name? Obasanjo. Ever since he retired, we still hear about Obasanjo. He still goes to events, attends meetings and so on, you know. The same to Jonathan. The same to who's that kleptomaniac thief? The other one, Abdul Salam or whatsoever. The one that had white beards that looked like a goat. Abdul Salami. Thank you, Abdul Salami. That thief. We still hear about him. Now, I'm going to show you what happened to Buhari. Since you useless things called Nigeria with the demonic man called Adeboye, you all know that Buhari died. You all know that Buhari died long ago. That Nnamdi Kanu was right. Ever since Buhari left office till today, have you seen Buhari anywhere attending any press conference or going to any meeting? If you have seen him in real time, bring him out and let's see. You fools, you think we will forget? This is ancient Idu. This is ancient Idu. We have returned. And we don't transliterate. We translate what our eye sees and what our common sense tells us. These stupid things. Have you seen Buhari anywhere? I want to know. But the answer is an emphatic no. Now, you watch this video and tell yourself.
In Japan, you will get to see such hyper-realistic face masks, which you can easily buy for between $800 and $1,000. And once it is worn, no one can find out the identity of that person, because these face marks are made of silicone. To make these face marks, 3D facial scan and 3D printing are used. And also follow us. In Japan, you will get to see such hyper-realistic face masks, which you can easily buy for between $800 and $1,000. And once it is worn, no one can find out the identity of that person, because these face marks are made of silicone. To make these face marks, 3D facial scan and 3D printing are used. And also follow us.
Now, you heard that. You saw the hyper realistic face mask in Japan. How will you know that that face mask is fake? How will you know? Thousands of dollars for that face mask. That is what they keep wearing for you animals called Nigerians. And your pastors that hears from God, God never told them that Buhari was dead. All your tabularistics and telescopic seers and hearers, they never heard from that animal they call their God, that demon they called God. Adeboye's God is a demon. Kumuyi's God is another demon. Who is that? What's the name of that rascal, that useless one that calls himself Ebuka Obituary? Another useless thing. Giving reasons. If he's going to get married today, he cannot live together with his wife. He have to put his wife maybe in Canada so that he will take a flight to Canada to see the wife and come back. And everyone is there clapping for him. You people. Oh God. There's no adjective that can be used to qualify or describe you things called Nigerians. Today, I saw that in Nigeria, just one tomato, not even the sachet tomato, one fresh tomato, only one, is 800 naira, 1,000 naira for one tomato. And if you want to cook a pot of soup or stew, how many tomatoes will you use? So if you take 10 seed of tomatoes, that's 10,000 naira. You have not even bought the oil. You have not bought Maggi. That thing, you guys now are vegetarians because eating of meat is difficult. Even the witches now that eat flesh and drink blood, they are now vegetarians. Witches in Nigeria now eat vegetable. And the vegetable is not even there. They eat grass like goat. So tell me, what makes you great? Make Nigeria great again. Let's see how great Nigeria is going to be. You know, we are ancient Edu and we don't forget things. You know why? Because we are like legions. We don't forget and we don't forgive. So that is how we are. So whenever we come out to make broadcasts, we are not making the broadcast because we want to please some ego of some rascals called Nigerians. Where is Wole Soyinka? Where is that man that had been a betrayal, a sellout from the onset, from the word go, that has betrayed Nigeria so badly, even betrayed his own people? But the Yorubas wouldn't want to see that. Tiwa Tiwa. What was the slogan of that? Emiloko. Yes. Emiloko. Now, it is now AB Locon. The hunger is just warming up. I don't think any one of you have the spine to rise up for any protest. I don't think so. Look at Kenya. The police are there shooting. The youth says, Omo, will die here. Burn down an aircraft. And SARS that had nothing to do with the Igbos. Wike rose up in Port Harcourt. He killed hundreds, if not thousands of Igbo youth. His own people, Wike killed them. Because they burnt a BRT bus in Lagos, ordinary bus. Do you know how many people that died? And instead of you to bind yourselves together and fight back, how many are the soldiers and the police? Next thing, some of you collected money, such as your celebrities, Peter Dochi and his sons. They went there to collect money. Fino, Fino, Tiwa Savage, everybody went there to collect money, all in the name of protest. At the end, what happened? Nigerians, let us get money. Hey, now my turn. It don't reach my turn. And now I want Moko Kondu correct the country. Make I first collect my own money. Okay. Oh yeah, collect the money. Idiots everywhere. Collect the money. 2 days ago, I saw. Oh, I would have put it up on the screen here. It says Nigeria Army or something Islamic. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen. If I can't put it up on the screen, I'll just leave it. Because no matter what happens, no matter how many times I put it up on the screen, you Nigerians are dead. You are deadbeats. You can do nothing. Absolutely nothing. What did they say? It says it's Nigeria Army School of Islamic Affairs. Nigeria Army School of Islamic Affairs. Can you imagine? It's now clear. It's clear that Islam is truly in charge. Nigeria. Your pastors and your Ohanezes that speaks their useless language, Ibri Kaibri, only. Niger State is over 30 times bigger than Imo State. Tinubu went to Imo State and split Imo State into two. Brought out Olu State from Imo State. Now the people from Olu, they see Imo as a distant people, as an enemy. Some part of Imo see Olu as enemies. That was how Muritala brought out Anambra and Imo State. Both people now see themselves as enemy. Niger State is there. Niger State is far bigger than Anambra, Imo State, Abia State put together, even Ebonyi State. No one has split the north, but when they come to the Igbo land, they split it. They went to Oguta, they split Oguta. From Oguta, they brought out Egbema, put one side of Egbema in Port Harcourt, put another one in Imo State, Oguta. People from Egbema in Imo State, they see their, not even their cousin, their brothers in Port Harcourt, they see them as enemies. They took Obigo from Abia, put it in Port Harcourt. Those ones see each other as enemies. Igbos, who bewitched you? People don't need any pity. That's why I don't respect the Igbos, and I will never ever respect them. Why? It is simple. Because they are so useless to a fault that they don't know their history. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know. I'm not going to digress to the Igbos because this is just a wake-up call using the Biafra agitators and what's going on in Kenya as a wake-up call so that you all will start having that zeal, that hunger to do that which is needful and restore yourself even 1%. I'm not saying to full dignity, just 1%. Let 99% belong to your corrupt leaders and your useless preachers that hears from God every day. They keep hearing from God. And their God is a thief. Their God, the Nigerian God, is a thief, a massive armed robber. Because he gives you nothing except you give him. He's a money changer. Look at Nigerians all over the world and their pity. The other day, I saw one of the group stuff, one of these platforms that I stumbled upon. They burnt over 20 Nigerians at the same time in Mozambique. They bind them together with ropes, pour them fuel, and lit them, set them ablaze. Why did they burn them? It happened in this year, some months. It's not up to 2 months. Yeah, it's not up to 2 months. They lit them, burnt them alive. Why? They went to Mozambique. Instead of to hustle hard and work hard and do something genuine, they took their criminality there. What type of criminality? Ritual. Cutting the organs of Mozambicans, using them for money rituals. Nigerians, a demon, natural demon is better than you people because you people original state is demon. You people are demons. You left your country, you went to Mozambique, you are using Mozambicans as money ritual. They got those boys. Virtually all of them were Igbo boys. Virtually all of them. Igbo, Edo, Yoruba. Bundle them together, burnt them. You went there to use someone for money ritual. Oh God. And if they talk, they say, we Nigerians, we are powerful. We Igbos, everybody knows us. We are too much. We are got some people. You are envying us. Me, envy you. Me, envy you. I will not envy Lucifer. I will not envy demons like the Igbos. See, if we want to return things to the original state, you know, the demons, Lucifer and his men, who happens to be the demons now, they were formerly angels before they were thrown out of heaven and they became demons. So if they are going to do restoration, those ones can go back and become angels again. But for you Nigerians, more especially the Igbos, your original state is demons. So if they are restoring you, you will now go back to becoming a demon, not even the worst demon. You now become a regular demon. So there is no hope for you people. No hope. You don't know yourselves. You don't know your history. I want to ask a question. Is there history taught in any Nigerian school today? The answer is no. Is there Igbo history taught in any place at all? The answer is no. So why are they still making noise? Why are they still bragging? These are the places, these are the points that we need to correct. Then we looked at the BIAFRA agitators and the rubbish they are doing. Oh, we have media, they are listening to their media. Every single time their media comes out, their media talks rubbish. See, this is ancient to do. We are not making this broadcast for the Western world or any other person to come and learn. Why this broadcast is coming out is to tackle the nonsense, the madness going on inside Nigeria. And perhaps Africa by extension, or the black race by extension. But our focus is on Nigeria and the Igbos. And what they did to a man, an innocent man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything that man said has happened hook, line, and sinker, and the worst is yet to come. But still, nobody. Everything that he said, that he did, today, people are plagiarizing it. They don't even want to give honor unto whom honor is due. They want, oh, na me talk am, na me do am, na me be first person, like Ebuka Obituary. I never liked that guy. From the first day I heard his voice, I never liked him because his words never made any sense. He's just a thief, another thief. Another thief. The China grew through miscreants called preachers, of the Nigerian preachers. China never grew like that. Thank God I remember China now. Even in Nigeria, they have a Chinese prophet that sees and hears from God, that prophesies and heals people in Nigeria. Because it is a place where useless people are, where people that can't think, they have brains, they can't think. We now got into content making. Even in content making, they still use rituals in Nigeria to do their own content. Tell me that these people have sense or they have something to offer. It's a shame. I hope you people have seen what's going on. My point for this message is just two things. The situation or the condition of Nigeria today. We relate it to Kenya. What happened in Kenya, and the people said enough is enough. They rose up. In Nigeria, nearly everybody has private jets. And you come, we get money. Ordinary Davido has private jet. Can anybody please tell me what is the occupation of Davido? What work has that young man ever done in his entire life? And how was he able to get money to buy private jets? Nobody will ever ask. You know why they don't rate Nigerian millionaires in the world? Because their money, their wealth doesn't have origin. They don't know where they get their money from. You know why? Nigerians are criminals, thieves, armed robbers, Luciferians, ritualists. Those are the sources of their income. We were talking the other day. They said, "Oh, Nane don't okay. Nane don't okay. Billionaire. He has so much money. Any woman he wants to marry, that's why Nedunwoke is going about marrying underage. He has a private jet. Can anybody please tell me what is the occupation of Nedunwoke? What work does he do? Oh, he's a government man. He's a legislator. He's a senator. He's a legislator. He's a reptile. Foolish people. Have you ever seen any public servant that his salary is enough for him to buy a Bentley, not to talk of buying a private jet? In the West, in every West, as we are all in the Western world now, as we are all in the advanced countries now, have you ever seen any political civil servant, any one of them, even clergy, buy private jets? The answer is no. But in Nigeria, it's everywhere. In Nigeria, private jet is everywhere. Even a crippled beggar can buy private jet. Let's say, "Oh, God, don't open my door. God, open my door. I'll buy private jet." Now you see all the useless things called Nigerian guests lining up to go there. Coronavirus came up. That serial rapist called Johnson Suleiman came out and said, "Oh, the pandemic era was the best time of his life, that he bought 3 private jets." 3 private jets. His God is powerful. What type of God do you people serve in Nigeria? Money God, Mammon, Baal. That's your God. Look at what's going on in Nigeria. Can anybody tell me what's going on? Because what hit me so hard was for the fact that today I realized that 1,000 naira is 400 safer. When last I touched safer, 1,000 naira was 16,000 safer. It's not in those days I'm talking. No, it's not. One tomato is 1,000 naira. Only one tomato in Nigeria, and everyone is silent. And only God knows how much they will sell one sachet of pure water, if it's not even up to 500 naira by now. Only God knows. And yet everyone is silent. Then if we come out, the same idiots that are suffering will rise up. When we gave up, me personally, I said I've had enough, because I've never ever liked them from the onset as a child. Personally, was during the election of Buhari. Everyone in the diaspora did everything they could do to support the ones back at home, to make sure that they vote Buhari out of office. I think that was the first time Atiku and Obi whatsoever, not to talk of this last one. That time both of them were together, I think in PDP or so, something like that. Yeah. Everyone did their best, send down money, and now saw even my friends, childhood friends and everyone, coming out. They have found their voice to come out online or on television to speak English. And while they were speaking their useless English, many of them were nodding their head like that man. What was the name of that man? Oba Hegbon, something. Oba Hegbon, the man that used to speak encyclopedic English. If he's speaking that in English, he said will be nodding like Humpty Dumpty. They were all saying, "Oh, Buhari deserves to rule the country because the other time PDP destroyed. No, now we have to come out en masse." I wasn't shocked. I was enraged. If I was shocked, I would understand. I was enraged because I knew these idiots would go this way. Everyone in the diaspora supported them. That means they took money from outside Nigeria. They went to the politicians, they took money, they supported the politicians and put them in there. Then they came out. Even the Nigerian graduates, the NYSC ones, were caught in bushes thumb printing. Many of them went and supported Buhari. And they for 1,000 naira. At the end, they didn't pay any one of them that money, but they have already put him in the office. I said, wow, Nigeria, God will punish you, people. The type of God that will punish you, is another version of God that is not existing. Maybe that version of God is what has come now. No do. NSAS time. What did you people do? It was moving. Sustain this thing. If they shoot you, fight back. If they shoot you, fight back. If we talk about the one that happened in China, they'll say, oh, that is China. We talked about the one that happened in, what's the name of this country that chased away their president again? Sri Lanka. Oh, that one is Sri Lanka. We talked about Niger. Oh, that one is Niger. Now, again, in Kenya. What excuse will you Nigerians have? Kenya now is boiling up. They say the president must go. There is one African country. I think it should be in one of those southern African countries. Their president, their ruler wanted to go and borrow money from World Bank. They told him he wanted to borrow $30 million for hunger alleviation in his country. He bought 2 private jets. He bought 120 BMW for his girlfriends and his wives. His father had over 70 wives. So he bought all these things. Then the World Bank told him, if you buy this private jet, we will not give you this money. The fool went ahead and bought the private jet, almost $200 million. But he wanted to borrow $30 million from World Bank. But he had $200 million that he used to acquire a new private jet. And that private jet was what took him there to borrow $30 million. That is how evil the black man is. That's how evil. You have $200 million to get a private jet for yourself. And your country needs $30 million to support so that hunger will not destroy your people. You rather bought your private jet, you use the private jet to go and borrow money. Africans are expensive beggars. I'm telling you. So the Kenyan youth said, no. What that guy did will not happen in Kenya anymore. Their president had to go and use several millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars to hire a private jet. He wants to go and meet Biden to borrow money. The youth said, enough. They burnt down the plane in Kenya. They burnt it down. And now they said the guy must leave office. Where are Nigerians? Where are the Igbos? Let's sustain this thing. A change will take place in the land. Along the line, the IPOB agitators, they all turned around. They started shouting, Baba Buhari, help us to kill the Igbos. The same Igbos calling on the enemy to kill the Igbos for them. That's a shame. That's a shame. I don't want to stay long in this broadcast, but I have to end it here because we are coming back again. We are coming back again. And our program is going to be turbocharged. It's going to be turbocharged. And we are going to hit harder this time around. Huh? Disgruntled things called Nigerians. No, don't wake up. Oh, keep waiting. Oh, you need to address us nice. Then we'll not think. We'll not sit down and discuss and negotiate. Me and you sit down. Is it the one that Ojukwu sat down with you people and you messed him up? Nnamdi Kanu sat down with you people, you messed, and you always want someone that will sit down with you. No. You know that man called the Imam of Peace, and the one that called himself the son of Hamas. These people, they came from those places. So they now had to rise up against their own. And they brought nothing but a sword of truth to them. So that is how we are going to deal with you. Every single one of you. That's how we are going to deal with you. We are not going to back down from you. We're not going to take it easy with you people. We are going to hit harder. Maybe along the line, a change might happen. Maybe along the line, a change might happen. If the change will ever happen. But for you all, I don't see that happening. For one seed of tomato to be 1,000 naira, last week. Is it last week? I think it was on Monday. They said it was 800. Then Friday, it became 1,000. I said, what is actually going on in that land? And yet everyone is quiet. Everyone is praying for overtaking. And Ebuka obituary is right in the front line there, calming you people down. Don't worry, God will do it. I wish Adeboye will come and calm you people. Well, he always does that. So, you people that respected us like the Yorubas, continue. Sooner or later, all Yorubas, your son name will become Ebin Pejo. Eh? That's what your son name will become. Your first name will be Ebilokon. Then the son name will become Ebin Pejo. Eh? Hunger front and back. Don't worry, you people will hear it. For the Biafrans, you people don't exist. You people don't exist because of the level of wickedness within you people. You don't exist. It's over for you people. Thank you. Join me in the next program.